dentist taking it. He will show you how you will keep it taking. So that we have such a bad attributes or bad characteristics in our egos. We must know how we can take that out. Therefore, we are in need such a person who may give us his attributes. Attributes can't be learned with reading, but by the way of friendship. Therefore, Prophet says, every person, if you are asking for a person how he is, you must look his friends with whom he has friendship. If his friends good attribute people, good character people, then you may say that that person is a good character people. If you are looking him making friendship with such a bad character people, don't ask. He is also like that. Because characters like sickness, going on people, running after, character, communicate from one person to another. Therefore, prophets coming, they are not coming, Allah Almighty not sending only books, but sending with books prophets as a man from mankind. He knows everything about man, the nature of man. They know very well. To tadavi, mudawat.
Medicines.
To make medicine for people. He has all man nature. Human nature. Prophets, they are not from angels. If they are coming from angels, they haven't human nature. They can't do medicine for human nature. Therefore Allah sending prophets from men, as they have human natures, so that when they are coming with spiritual power, they may show us how we can save ourselves, or how we can purify.
How we can purify.
Purify ourselves. Then who is sitting with them? Their characters coming them. For this reason, at least we must accept a friend in our way. If our ego is too proud, no accepting with a master, we must say, as Musa asking from his Lord, saying, "O my Lord, give my brother to me as a Prophet as a friend comes with me and gives power to my arm. At least we must say for a friend in our ways. Now, he intending to go to India.
He's laughing.
Better to go with a friend. If he can go from here with a friend, is better. But if no, he may look on his way. Some people in bus or in ship or in plane, he may ask, where are you going? If he says, I am going also India, then he keeps it. Oh, I also going, making friendship. Why? It is better. Understanding?
Yes, but I should try to be aware of the inner friend, of the inner guide, of the guide within, and this should be possible by a triple work of aspiration, surrender, and rejection. So rejection, anything, rejecting, pushing back anything that comes, any delusions, any temptations, rejecting by aspiring to get one or to approach the Lord, and by surrendering. Now, by this triple work, it should be possible to get aware of this inner guide, and then there's no more use of any outer friend, of any outer help, outside help.
Experience.
But inner God,
Yes.
spirit is rule. And he says that by surrendering to God, by accepting what is good, and by keeping away what is evil,
Yes.
he should contact his own spirit, his own ruh.
He is doing this with
Aspiration is surrendering and rejection.
He says, but you understand? Aspiration يعني همة عالية. Aspiration then? Rejection هو يدفع كل شيء ما يمنع عن الوصول إلى الهدف. And the third was what?
Yes, and
Surrender وتسليم. هو غير هذا ثلاث معنويات هو بيحفز عليه.
He said that if he does these, maintains these three, then he should come in contact with his inner guide, that is his own spirit, and will not need someone outside himself, will not need a master.
these three things that he say. Firstly, himmat. Secondly, preventing himself from evil. Thirdly, taslimiyat, surrendering. These three things, they are most important things in this way. We know this, but for practicing, for these three things we have masters. We must have masters. If he can do without master, yes, I thank to him. Please let him to teach us what is the way that he can do these three things. I am now an old person, sheikh. Till I can't found these three things, three important points. One man without guidance can able to take in himself to practice that. Yet I don't meet anyone. This is a also from philosophers' words. No base to build up. We know this three things. We are not sitting here only for drinking tea. We tried all kinds of ways, but we didn't that way if it is possible.
Especially since you have spiritual development without a Sharia, without a system of law.
Yes.
So taslim becomes extremely difficult since there's no apparent rule to follow.
Now, Sheikh Abdullah, he is asking to find these purification, and to be not in bounds, out of bounds. Now people in two kinds. Some of them is agreed to be in bounds, but so many people are saying that we are not coming in bounds. We must be out of bounds. In bounds, it means Sharia. The ways that bounding our egos, not leaving it to do everything as he likes. No, putting some rules for him. You must keep those rules or not. He asking perhaps to be out of bounds.
Well, without a Sharia.
Without Sharia.
Without a Sharia.
But maybe he thinks his high aspiration will keep him within the bounds by the purity of his aspiration.
No. Then it is very difficult in such a conditions to reach to our real goals. He may say, now I am asking to be on moon without using a rocket. Yes, that does it mean. If it is possible, and he may be successful in his way. Congratulations for him.
Also, I've noticed on my own that I sometimes receive suggestions, which I know are from outside myself. And sometimes they're very good suggestions, and sometimes they're very bad suggestions. But I don't know at the time I receive them.
Suggestions?
يعني إلهام أو وسواس.
Yes.
ولا أستطيع أتميز بين الإلهام والوسواس.
Yes. The inspirations.
Right. Okay.
From outside of you, not from yourself.
Right. From outside.
من غيره من الناس في النصيحة في النصيحة هو ما يستطيع يميز شو هذا النصيحة يعتبر وسوس أو يعتبر نصيحة حسنة.
I'm not talking about words from other people.
You mean
From himself.
From outside. It doesn't come from my own heart, but it comes upon my heart.
Yes.
Okay. But I'm saying this is a very dangerous condition. And it's a condition which someone on his own without a sheikh will probably come up against.
Because without an spiritual power, you can't distinguish among them. Tamyiz. You can't distinguish which is good or bad. You must, if you are asking no light, this white or black, you can't judge for that point till you may open a light on it, then you may see. This is a power, spiritual power, using prophets for people, and their followers, their haters,
Inheritors.
Inheritors. They have such a power to show his follower what is coming in his heart, if it is good or bad. He is speaking reality now, Abdullah. Just explaining what is our position now. Without a Sheikh, Murshid, you can't distinguish what is coming to your heart from Allah Almighty or from your nafis, from good or from bad. No distinguish.
But if one is very alert and vigilant, if one always takes care, pays attention, then one should be able to discriminate, or to see what comes inside, whether it is a wave of aggression, a wave of anger, a wave of fear, a wave of wrath, or some evil feeling. For this is very, very easy to other feelings of goodness, they're much more beautiful, much more subtle. I think it should be possible to distinguish here. Only this work of paying attention, of being vigilant.
You're talking about feelings now, what about knowledge?
That is such a suggestions which come inside and
Yes, but you're talking about feelings, anger or love, patience or impatience. But what about knowledge? Knowledge is in the question of feeling.
Inner knowledge will arise if one keeps steady, if one keeps on in this work of rejection. Then this inner knowledge will arise. If one keeps steady, if one continues with this work, then it will come out by itself.
Now, Sheikh Yahya, we are under command of two powers. One of them, anger. The second, sex power.
Sex drive.
Lust.
What?
Lust.
Lust?
Lust.
Lust?
Shahwat.
Shahwat. What is?
Lust.
Lust?
Lust. L-U-S-T.
And lust?
Lust. L-U-S-T, not L-O-S-T.
Lust.
L-U.
Not lost.
L-U-S-T.
Lust.
Lust.
This. We are under command for these two powerful
Drives.
drives.
Uh-huh.
Two of them driving us. Therefore, so many inspirations coming, suggestions coming in our heart from both sides. They are coming this difficulty to distinguish if it is good or bad. But they are always signing us that it is good. Never saying that bad, because we have pleasure with two sides over this.
For the spiritual person who has really the earnest wish, who has the aspiration, who wants to surrender himself, it is no matter of a question. It is no question that he has to refuse these things. He sees when it is entering. It is not just inside of him. He sees how these things enter inside of him, how they want to enter inside of him, and there he just rejects them. If he is really a seeker, if he wants to progress on his tariqah, then it is quite natural to him that he must push them back.
Your criteria is a little simple. If you feel mercy, keep it. If you feel anger, get rid of it. Christ cursed the fig tree. Right? He called the people at his time generations of vipers. It says in Quran that he cursed the Jews. He drove the traders out of the temple with whips.
Yes, but without wrath. With
but
a
he
strong
still,
will.
yeah, but he had
Yes.
this sternness. That
The
sternness
but
is
without hatred.
still part of it, right? He wasn't all love and kindness and apple pie and ice cream. Okay,
Still, it means strong will to persevere on the
but I
path
mean he.
of gratitude.
What's saying? Yeah. What is his objection?
He's saying that if somebody is very determined to follow on the path as a spiritual seeker, he should be able to recognize when anger and lust are coming to him, and he should be able to, because of the purity of his intention and the strongness of his himmah, he should be able to see them immediately and put them out. It should be.
He thinks that it is so easy.
No, it's not easy. You have to work every day, every moment. You have to be alert, pay attention at any moment. Only then can you succeed. Only then. That's most difficult work.
Most difficult things
Yes, but it should be possible to do it.
to keep away the commands of anger and lust.
You're saying it should be possible to go to the moon without a rocket, and you have a rocket in front of you.
You should be sweating by now. After this work of today, you should be streaming of sweat. But you did not do this at all, what you speak about. You did not. Did you? Not.
At least
You imagined. You have been sleeping all
I'm
day.
speaking about the possibility that it is possible to do without a teacher. This it is.
It is not.
It is possibility only.
The expert told you it is not.
It's a Titanic.
We have not seen one.
It is only opinion of philosophers.
Well, even assume now that one were able to push away his feelings of lust whenever they came, or his anger. Is this the entire path? Is this all that's required? يعني لو كان الرجل يستطيع يدفع الشهوات ويدفع الإرادة النفسي، هل هذا الطريق كامل؟ هو له يحتاج إلى دفع الحكم. نعم.
يحكم ما يكون محكوم يكون حاكم. Must be commander on them, not anger and lust makes commander on him. If our anger or lust, they are commanders on us, our level is the level of animals. If we are commanding, if we may defeat them, then we are on the level of humankind. This is important. As he says, if he can do, no objection. But not himself practicing that way without using a method or taking a guide for guidance, or he cannot bring to us a proof among a people that he knows here is that point, without practicing any method, new or old, or following a philosopher or a saint or a prophet's method. You can't find anyone making purification in himself without a guidance, or without using a method from old or from new, or without following a prophet's way. We can't show a man can do this without these three things.
In India, there's been examples of young people like Master Sri Aurobindo, for example, was very much inspired me by his writings. No, only just transitive stage.
But an essential state.
No, his son is also by his own lines.
Aurobindo, Sri Aurobindo, he did not see who was guiding him. He did not see. He did not reach very high stage, and secondly, he did not see that he was guided. I am very sorry, my friend. He did not see. We know Sri Aurobindo, Swami Spaghetti, Macaroni, we know all of them. What do you tell us here? Yes, yes. He created the industry of...
German. German.
No. Aurobindo was guided, but he did not see the guidance. He did not know who was guiding who what. He called it Rama, whatever.
Which is actually the same as Ruch. He was being guided the whole way along by his soul, by the inner guidance.
But people is guided. People is guided.
Yes, and I'm speaking of it. We want to reach at this stage where we are conscious of our psychic being. This is only possible by this triple work I was speaking of.
Yes.
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 We give you advice. We give you advice, this honorable cosmic doctor. He give you advice to take the best method, to take help.
Yeah.
If you don't want to take help, you go ahead and do this. And you will find out certainly more sooner or later if you succeed, no? Because this is a good occupation for every day. What you said, rejecting, pushing this way, pushing the lust down, pushing this way.
It is only possible when there is an
It's a
inspiration.
perfect Lebensinhalt, as we say in German.
It
It is a very good Lebensinhalt. Yes.
Wenn man wirklich diese Sehnsucht hat, nach einer höheren Erfüllung,
Then
dann ist also wirklich keine
Dann findet man auch die Guidance. If you have aspiration, you will find guidance. If your aspiration is strong enough, you will find the guidance.
By the grace of the Lord.
Yes,
Yeah.
you will find guidance.
Yes,
If you aspire strong, you will find guidance. If you don't accept it in this form, you have to take it in another form or in 10,000 other forms in 5 years or in 50 years. You understand? And your aspiration comes also from guidance, comes from Allah.
yes, can you see like this?
So, if He pulls you in some direction, you will have to accept the conditions. You have to accept one day, sooner or later, the conditions. You cannot say, oh, my Lord, I will rather use this method. No, you will have to say, oh, my Lord, what is that you desire? This is surrender. You understand? This is surrender. What do you want? What do you want? How shall I? What do you want me from your servant? This is surrender. What do you want me? How do you want me to be? What do you want me to do? This is surrender. Not I choose this and I choose this. This shows that no surrender.
But you only can want me to surrender in a way that is according to my own inner nature.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead. You find your inner nature in South India.